Welcome in, welcome in, welcome into Sunday Chat. If you all saw the title, I think I forced dear Jackie into this one.
This actually is for the district courthouse. This is not for the municipal courthouse. It could be bad.
Yeah.
I'm going
Okay.
to jury duty tomorrow, guys, and it's not the main courthouse.
Got a summons.
hmm
And it's at the big one. It's at the big house.
hmm
Well. All right. Let me check a few things. Give people time to come in. Hello, Morella. Hello, Ronnie. Hello, Jeanette. And everybody else. Hello, Aaron. Welcome in, welcome in. I decided to make another theme. Hi, Dee, Steph. Everybody can see in the chats and those that I cannot see in the chats. Okay. So the premise this week is all your bags are gone, Jackie. There's none left. You have zero. But you can buy back bags that you already have, or maybe an improved version of what you already have. What's the first bag that you're buying back? All right.
This one.
The
This
GG
one's the
tote.
first. This is the best tote bag ever on the planet. It fits everything. It's the most comfortable drop shape. I love the boxiness of it. I just love this bag. You know, but that would be number one. I would absolutely buy that bag again 1,000 times. I never knew it existed till I got it, and when I got it, I was absolutely in love.
This is the first bag that I would buy back. The
Speedy.
reason being is because it's big enough to carry quite a bit. I can just use a grocery store bag if I have to take a lot of stuff. um, it can be used as a top handle to go out to dinner. It can be used as a shoulder handle to go shopping, and it can be used as a crossbody. I've worn it as a crossbody all over Hamburg, Germany on a trip one time. And of course, I have a shaper in it right now, but with no shaper, it lays flat. So it's a good all arounder. So yeah, that would be the first one.
Okay. So my second one, these are not really in any order. I know I said the first one I would go get, but honestly, they're all in the same kind of
Okay,
whichever
so
one came to me first.
right, we're gonna
Yeah.
narrow it down to five and then one by the end of this.
Okay. This would be my second must go get again,
Second,
which would be my GM Neverfull,
which
because
left
I just
my
love it.
collection, left my collection and into her collection. That's how things work over
Yes,
here.
but it's customized, and I would do that in a heartbeat again 1,000 times. I would make
Yes.
that strap longer. It's not
Um,
the most comfortable tote bag because the straps are narrow.
right.
But if you're traveling and you're putting, for me, though, what makes a Neverfull one of the best totes is that I'm a larger person. So when I have sweaters or jackets, they're larger. They're
Right.
3 and 4X's. So when that fits in that bag, I can carry it on my shoulder. I can throw my sweaters in there with my other stuff. Not all tote bags I can do that with. You know.
Okay. Well, we're not going in any order. So one of the things on my list is one of the ones that left your collection for my collection because I was looking for this bag for years. And
I
then I
had it on my
finally
desk.
got it. And this is an older um, barrel bag from the Dooney and the Burke.
And Craig found that bag for me,
Of course he
and I
did.
bought it,
He
and
finds he finds all the bags.
I had it under my desk. I totally forgot I had it because it had never gone back up onto my shelf. And I said, "Were you looking for this bag?"
Yes, that's the bag
and
I'm looking for.
like she'd been looking for that bag for a long time.
I even got a fake one
Yeah.
that, yeah, so that wasn't cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. So my third bag, totally out of the blue, because this one came out of my inner sanctum. I've probably only shown it twice on my channel. Is this is
Oh, that's neat.
the Alma BB, or but this is actually custom made for me. It was a gift. So this is a heartbeat if I could. What I love about this, also it's a custom bag, is that the paneling of the textile, which is Asian. I love this textile, and I would do this in a second. If something happened to this bag, I would order another custom bag like this with another Asian textile. In
And that's Naomi, right?
Yeah, Naomi made this for me.
Okay. Hi, Katie and Keith and Steph. All right, another one. This one
Craig has
is
been around. He's just not texting as much as he used to, Keith.
this one definitely, and this is learned my lesson bag on this one. I bought this originally in 2015, and then I sold it probably a year later, and then I bought it back. So yeah, definitely that one. This is just a regular Speedy, but it's the totem. It's a forever bag faux show. All the ones I'm showing you are.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. The other ones. This is my Jack bag.
Another one from my collection to your collection.
So this has double meaning. Specifically this one, because this was a trade. This was a trade with Jolie, but not only is it Jack, it's also Craig's favorite Disney character. For a man who doesn't know anything about Disney, he loves Jack Skellington. I'm like, yes. So it's like my friend bag. This is seriously my friend. It makes me think of Craig. It makes me think of Jolie. I love this bag. And it has a poof that she gave me. I think you gave me this. I think I did. The whole thing.
Yeah, I gave it to you on the bag.
This is my Jack bag. So
I think that's a raccoon or something. I got that in Canada. So it's some sort of real animal.
It's nice. I like it. So that's my Jack bag. So it's super sentimental, and it just I would move heaven and earth to find it again, and it's expensive. That bag is hard to find.
Yeah,
I tell you that.
And I traded her one of them that's not on my list, which is a Dooney backpack that's over there. Okay. This definitely, if I need a small, easy walk around bag, this is it. I can also use it to dress up if I wear the right outfit, you know. But yeah, that's definitely going back in my collection. I hope they're not all going to fit up behind me, but we'll try.
You'll be surprised. I was very surprised at what I picked. This is another one I would, because it doesn't have to be this exact field tote, but if I lost all my field totes, I would get another 30. I would probably get a 30, a 40, and a 22 all in one go somehow.
Right.
They would come back. I would find these again. I would find them because I love them. Again, my theme of open tote. They're so far, other than the Jack bag with the zipper and the Alma, they're all been boxy totes.
Now for me, that's what improves the Jack tote to me, because that's what improved the Jack tote to me, because one of them that I would have to add back, thanks to Craig, is an antique, and I haven't shown you this one, but
oh, she's so pretty.
But you can tell that this is just a print. This isn't a real lizard bag, but it is real leather, so there's that, and it's just gorgeous. Oh, and here's the front. And it came with its little wallet thing, and it's crossbody, and it's very clean. It's gorgeous.
Christiana wants to know how much your walk was, because she's been looking at one on the real for 1,300. About our
1,600, around 16.
And yours is a sparkly purple, which is probably more, desirable,
Yeah,
coveted
I don't
color.
know.
So let's see. Okay, so when I thought about this, that's 1, 2, 3, 4,
Wait,
5. We're halfway there.
yeah, we have
So,
5 more to go.
okay. So you will be shocked. Other than my Disney Dooney and my Disney coach, there probably aren't that many Doonies in this collection. I know. This is one of them, though. I love this bag.
Ooh.
This Juliet is amazing. I would buy the something happened.
Ooh.
I would buy the Juliet again. I would buy it again, even at full price, even at $500. I'd be like, I want that bag now. It's the most easy fitting shoulder bag I have.
This
It
one,
drapes perfectly.
now I don't keep it stuffed, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, bag abuse, bag abuse." But this is
No,
my
that's how
30.
you're supposed to keep them.
This is my
It's a speedy.
35. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is my 35. I do not put an organizer in here. If you put an organizer in here, it is large Marge. I
Yeah.
wear this when I go to Miami, and it is
Slouchy.
full. It is full. When I go, and it can hang like that. I don't care, but this is just a comfortable, and I always wear it as a shoulder. And I do have a different strap on it. This is another Louis strap. I don't know if you can see. They used to sell this one, but I don't know if they do anymore. They sold it back when I got this because I bought this for the cheap on Fashion File, and because it came without its strap. So that's why it doesn't have one. But I would want to do the same thing because I have other Vachetta straps because I used to have more Vachetta bags in the bandolier, and I still have one. And the skinnier strap's not as comfortable as this one. So, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
that one.
Okay. So,
I don't know if this is fun for other people, but it sure does make me think about like what I need to do with my collection.
this one. I
Oh,
love this
yes.
bag so much. So much. I love it so much. It's my perfect everyday running around, going to the theater, going to the movie store. This one is the best. Now, there is one little flaw on this bag. When I use this, because of how it opens, I did lose some stuff that fell out of this when it tipped over like this because of just what was in here. So I am extra cautious with this one to make sure I don't tip it any way weirdly or have anything sitting atop it, like on the interior, because it does have a divide,
Divider.
which I'm not in love with, but it I had something resting kind of like, across the top, like a pen or something. And then if you tip it, it will fall right out. You know, so you do have to be a little careful with how you stack your stuff in here so that it doesn't rest the top and then slide out. You have to stack it just right. But
Okay.
this is this is actually, because it's canvas and it's coated, this is literally one of my most carefree, I don't give a crap bags. Like, I could put this on the floorboard. I could put this in I don't worry about this bag. This leather handle makes the whole difference of why I love this bag. This handle. If it didn't have this handle, I wouldn't love it as much because I
Right.
love to pull my bag. I grab my bag and I put my bag down, and then when I wear it as a crossbody. But when I'm not, because I'm often the passenger, this is on the floorboard, and it has a great profile. It just sits right there. It is really easy in a restaurant. It's just a very great shape of a bag, and it's not heavy. It's not
Right.
heavy.
Now,
You
I
know.
tried the Coach Cassie. I didn't care for it as much. So I was
Mm.
like, well, I'm not going to spend my money on that one because I didn't
Yeah.
care for the Cassie. But I wanted that one for a long time. So I did try the Cassie, and I'm glad I did. So that's one that we now this one for sure I would replace. This is an old mushy Dior with no feet. This is the first version, and it has the red interior, and it does have a organizer in there, and it does. I do have a shoulder strap for it, But one of the things that I want to do to improve this bag is, because it's the original and the handles flop all the way down, I can carry this
Yeah.
crossbody. So I need to get a good crossbody strap for this that I haven't yet.
Mr. Pugsley had to come visit. And then he walked away. Okay, so let me grab the other one.
I didn't put this one up there because it's big. I'm just going to put it down
Okay. So I probably have more bags than 10, but let's just go with it. I'll
That's
have an
okay.
honorable mention. I would buy this one first. And
That's cute. That's
this is
a
my
ship.
Dooney.
Oh, the Disney Wish.
The Dooney. No, I did not go on the Wish. I will never
Oh.
actually voluntarily go on the Wish.
Why is that?
The Wish is a class of boat. I like smaller boats, but
Oh, okay.
the metallic, the compass rose, the diagram, the Mickey Sailor, I love everything about this motif and design. This is awesome. Now, I took this on our first cruise, and I didn't. This is my second, maybe my second or third Disney Dooney bag. So this one I would move heaven and earth to find this exact bag.
I
Not
see.
one that's not just a random field tote. Or a random tote. This exact bag would have to come back in my collection. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's a nasal swab, right? Just one nose?
5 times both noses.
5 times. Ugh.
There's 2, 4, 6. Okay. 7 is the Speedy.
Hi, Pugsley.
Yeah.
This one would be impossible to find, but I would so want this back.
You are from Winnie,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. This is a forever bag too. This is going anywhere.
You have a very distinct type, ma'am.
You think?
Oh.
I bought this strap for it from LV. That was my last big LV purchase besides getting my bag fixed. And this one has the LV interior lining, which you cannot see. There.
Oh, nice. So it's the textile?
It's a textile, yeah.
I love it when they do that. Yeah. Man, you're going to have to rank your Speedies like your number 1 out of your collection.
It's got a little scuffs in it.
Because that would be hard pressed to pick a number 1 out of your Speedy collection.
Oh, it's got a dent. Yeah.
So this is the next one. Now, not necessarily this exact colorway again, but this exact bag. Yes, I have this bag in like 5 versions. I have it in royal blue, I have it in light blue, I have it in black, I have it in this colorway, I have it in purple and brown, I have it in pink and brown. I buy this in every color I can. This is the Ralph Lauren Newberry. And I love this one. The first one I got, Craig gave it to me, and I like this better than the Marcy, which is the new version of this. And I also have a Marcy. I have 2 Marcys. I probably have 7 of these exact bags in some variation in my collection. They're just not all together. But what I love about this again is another open tote. Yeah. I like the side zippers that are not just center zippers. I like that I can just shove my stuff in. I have a theme. I want to shove all my stuff in the center, and then I want to go.
Yeah, and the fact that it has the outside zippers would suit me because I might want to secure some stuff in the zipper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now the rest of the way that we go, because we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We did 8.
There are 2 more.
So I'm gonna say, this is the correspondence from Reed Craykoff. But there is a bag that I really want from Reed Krakoff, which I haven't pulled the trigger on. It's an Atlantique in Python. But so this one would have to do, or something like this, one of my other snake bags. But yes, I would definitely get that green one. So that's going to be my 9, which is going to be a switch out. I would want that green Python. RK green Python. I'm going to write that down. And then what is your 9th bag? Oh, yes. The original Rogue.
Yep.
Mushi.
It's not my favorite arm carry because I like the shoulder rogue better than but those are so hard to find. What makes this rogue the one I would find first is I love the denim. I love the pebbled leather. This is one of my, hi Jeanette, this is one of my favorite rogues. I bought it pre-loved for $200 and for love nor money would I give this one up. Well, maybe for love. For love I do a lot of stupid things, but for money, nah, get your own.
And then for the last bag, I have I have like 3 or 4 Speedies left. Okay. I would turn all of those in and get a Speedy 30 bandolier and damier Azor. And that would be my 10th.
Yeah. So my 10th is my Ricky 33 in any colorway. I would get the Ricky in a heartbeat. Out of all the variations, even though the Ricky 33 Soft is not my actual favorite variation, I kind of think I like the 27 more. That blue one I have is just so me. That I can't not have that one. The only Doonies I have on this list are my Disney Dooney totes because I adore Dooney, but
mine is
find them.
Okay, mine is all LV, Chanel, Dior, Reed Krakoff, and 1 Dooney.
Yeah, mine's Coach, Louis, Ralph,
Coach Louis, Ralph,
Gucci. I guess by numbers is at least there's 2 Coaches, 1 Alma looking like bag. I guess Louis Vuitton is the one I have the most of.
Right. It always kind of turns out that way.
Yeah. So it's weird because the thing about Dooney is I can always find Dooney. Dooney's not hard to find. It's not hard to replace. Some of these, like the Field Tote 40s, they're not here anymore. The RL Newberry bags, they're not made anymore. The Juliet is made right now, but will it continue to be made? I don't know. Things like luckily, like even my Dooney totes I showed you, those aren't made anymore. All the bags I showed you, other than the Juliet, are not made currently. The Louis Vuitton Neverfull, the Rogue 30 original, yes, but not in that colorway. The Hachette Matisse is also made, but the things like
I think that the Speedies are the only things that are still made of everything that I showed.
Well, and the thing is, and like the Rogue I like isn't the Rogue they make right now. They don't make that colorway right now. So yeah, they make the Rogue, but they don't make that Rogue. They don't make that I don't even think they make that Gucci anymore. I think that Gucci is the older style. And then so the Field Totes aren't made. My Dooney Disney totes are very limited. To buy that Jack bag again is over $500 to $600 if they come on the market.
I can't even imagine how much it would be to buy that bag right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't want to lose that one, and I don't want to try to replace these bags. They're too expensive. But I'm thinking that I still have not pulled the trigger on an Azor. I would rather raise money and sell a bunch of bags before I buy another expensive bag. There's enough expensive bags.
And the reason why the the Neverfull is on my list of always, is because I've wanted it for so long. And it's just it's again, it's the concept of the fan bag beach tote that
Right.
again, because again, I've always been plus size. I've always had to carry sweaters and stuff, and that to me, the Neverfull isn't really a bag. It's a tote. It's a throw it all in there. I would carry a second bag with that bag. You know,
Right.
I would
Okay.
actually take my wallet out and put the wallet in my pocket and carry it. I'm carrying it to carry stuff, which is why I like it. I'm not really carrying it to carry my essentials or my keys in
Okay.
my wallet. I would put in my pockets and I would carry the tote because it is easily to loiter into. If you have that on your shoulder, somebody walking behind you can easily pull things in and out of that bag without you knowing it. So I don't think of that bag as really a purse to me.
Right.
You know,
Okay. Jeanette wants to know, what is your favorite LV bag? Mine, of course, is the
Speedy.
Neverfull. This, I mean, Neverfull. That's because you just said it.
The Speedy.
Speedy.
We both said the Speedy.
The
The
Speedy
Speedy is the best bag. You
ever.
don't hear.
And I
Okay, you
have
don't hear
Epi,
people.
but it's not on the top of my list. The three
Yeah,
canvases are my favorite, and the reason being is
they're
because
lightweight and they're
they are
durable. They last
so
forever.
light, and they last
Yeah,
forever. I
yeah.
mean, I don't
The
all
Speedy.
that corner wear stuff I
Nobody.
see. I've never experienced that. People must really beat the
If
crap
if
out of their bags.
if you're a handbag lover who likes a satchel, the Speedy is the quintessential satchel.
Oh
It is.
yeah,
Nobody whacks lyrically about the Alma. Nobody
no,
waxes lyrically. The Neverfull made it. And even the diehard Neverfull ladies, they're trading in their Neverfulls.
right,
Even Meredith, who had to have all these Neverfulls, she's sold a bunch of them.
right.
Amelia Rose sold a bunch of hers. She stopped. She gave up the Neverfull, because they say it's the perfect work tote, but it actually isn't. As
No,
someone who does carry a lot of equipment around, it's a sucky work bag.
yeah. Yeah, I just think that the handles are too thin. I've never liked it for that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, I like every version. The barrel
They're
bag,
pretty.
the Speedy bag,
Me
the
too.
Gucci barrel bag, the Speedy,
The
it doesn't
Rowan.
matter if it's a Speedy or a Rowan.
I
I
have the
love
large
this
Rowan. I have the
style.
regular
Yeah,
Rowan. You know what I didn't get
yeah,
is mm, the Ruby. I never got one.
yeah. I have a
Oh, you have a
Ruby, an
gorgeous one.
Ace, and a Rogue satchel. I I have the Gotham and the Rowan. That's how much I love that shape.
Hmm.
I still want it in the Gucci version. There's also a Burberry version I'm
Yeah,
looking at. Every
yeah.
bag company has their
A
version of
satchel.
a
Yeah,
Speedy.
the
Yeah,
Speedy Doctor
yeah.
style bag.
And
Yeah.
honestly, I would buy a Rowan before I bought a Speedy Louis Vuitton because the
Now,
Rowan, the zipper goes all the way to the sides.
the
Yep.
reason that I like the RK ones that are in the vachetta leather is has a freaking zipper and no divider, you know?
Yeah.
So it's perfection. And look at this piece of leather that the zipper's on. It's just amazingly
And I have
gorgeous.
a ton of Ricky bags, but do you see not Ricky, I'm sorry, a ton of Reed Karkoff bags, but I love to collect them,
So do I.
but they're not my favorite to use
Oh,
because they are just a little bit too small.
this particular one is this
Yeah,
which I have in four iterations. I have this bag four
yeah,
times because I
yeah.
love carrying this bag.
Yeah. Well, I think it's meant to be the Neverfull is just meant to be a large bag to throw towels in. I think it
Yeah,
really was
yeah,
just
it
meant to be a
was.
beach
I think
bag
so.
that people used for baby paraphernalia, and it just became the mom bag of all mom bags, and everybody wanted one. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
Speedy, all you got to do is
Mhm.
up and down the size and change the color a little bit, and you can pretty much
Becomes the
cover every event.
a duffel.
I
It's a
mean,
people. Yeah.
if you have a small black one like that original 20 that came out, that black one, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And it had the chain hardware. You could get away with wearing that to a black tie event. So, I mean, I don't think I would, but you could get away with it. You could get away with it. You so could. So, yeah. I'm glad we
Yeah, I
thought
like
about that because Jackie did not want to do this at first.
no.
Mm-mm.
I panicked because I have such a large collection
Mm.
to really think of going from 500 to 10. And even if I had to choose right now, if James says, okay, you can only keep 10 bags and we're getting rid of the rest, I do not know what I would do. I don't think I could do it. You know, the only reason why I would not have my collection is something happened to my collection. Because I'm a hoarder of bags, and I would probably be finding my Disney bags before any other. All
Right.
10
Okay, that makes
would be
sense.
Disney
Yeah.
bags because my association and love to Disney is so strong. The other ones I picked out the most were gift bags because it's the association with the person who how I got the bag is what makes the bag the most important bag in the collection.
That's true
Again, a
too.
bag's a
Yeah.
bag's a bag, but I put memories on all my stuff. Like that's why I like bags that have a history that comes from a person. I like used things and you know. Anyway,
I do
before I
like
forget, I
treasure
wanted to
hunting.
give you guys an update on the Poshmark debacle. So if this happens to anybody else in the world, if you get this is the first time this has happened to me on Poshmark where I purchased an item that was not authentic. And I did
Oh.
not know the process. And even though I did it live and I did the whole, I did the wrong query type of help desk ticket essentially. So I threw in a other comment and says I think this bag is fake, and then that has to go to a person to review versus a bot. So it gets shunted to the right category, right? So if it's like what they said I needed to do next time before the 72 hours are up because as soon
Okay.
as you accept it you have accepted it, right?
Okay.
But because it was a fake bag they processing the refund but they're losing money because that money has already been released to that vendor, right? So what happens is you have to say not as expected, return, and in the returns tab you have to write in a note saying why and then post a
That makes sense.
picture,
Not as
and
expected.
then
Okay.
it will go into the right bucket, and then that technician will get back to you and say, we need more photos to prove it's not real. And then they'll say, yes, we approve your return. On this case, because it's past the 72 hours, they did honor the fact that to refund it, but they did say to please destroy the bag because it is not authentic, and that you need to do this within 72 hours of getting the bag. As soon as it's delivered and then received, the money's released. So what they're
Oh,
saying
okay.
is don't release the money to the vendor. So which makes sense if you catch it. So the second thing I had gotten that was inauthentic in the same week, I did not catch it was fake until after I already accepted it. So I just threw it up to I don't care because it was a $40 oops, and I once I realized it was fake, I was like, oh, I don't want to deal with this, you know.
Yeah.
But I did get but the Coach bag was $117. So that one I was like, oh, I was
Oh, yeah,
angry
no.
about that one. That one I was angry about because I felt I should have known better. And then, so I don't know. That's just the Poshmark process because it's different than eBay. It's different from Goodwill. Like I've had inauthentic bags coming from Goodwill and from eBay. Their process is different. Poshmark, this is what you have to do at Poshmark. So, but
Okay,
at
good
the
to
end of the
know.
day, they are refunding it, but at the same time, it does make me really, really leery because this is what I say. I don't have a
Hi,
problem
Lori.
with inauthentic bags.
Uh-huh.
I have no problem with that. I have a problem with people not disclosing that they're inauthentic.
Yeah,
So that's my
that's
problem.
a
It's like
problem.
that's why when I get them, I want to make sure nobody can imagine that this is the real thing, no matter what it looks like. Because if you open it up, it's oh, this is fake, you know. Or if there's no labeling on the inside or something. But this bag, it was such a good dupe. If you didn't know Coach, honestly, if you did not know Coach the way we know Coach, you wouldn't know. You really wouldn't know, because if you never got one, if you were a younger person, if that's your first Coach bag, how you wouldn't know. It's you wouldn't know that the branding on the stamping is just a little bit off. That's all it was.
Oh,
I
wow.
mean, the
Okay.
textile visually, the C's look fine, but it's that flat, and then when you touch it, but that's again, you have to know what the denim of Coach feels like. It looks
Right.
just close enough that unless you had them 1-to-1, it just looks like the real thing. And I just feel sad that somebody else bought the other bag that man was selling for $150, thinking it was the real thing. You
That
know,
is a shame.
and he has another one on the listing. I'm hoping they took him off their platform. You know.
Yeah, we can always ask Morella to check it out.
Yeah.
But sometimes you don't have a doubt because you don't think, well, who's
Yeah.
going to fake this, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, but like we know because we're Coach people. But if you're that 20-year-old or teenager, oh, that's cute. Or if see, this is what happened to me. The fake bag I bought it was a Dooney bag off of eBay. The person who sold it, her grandmother, her auntie, somebody gifted that to her, and then she sold it after she was done with it. And I said, "Hey, girl, this is fake. I want a refund." And she's like, "What?" So she had to go talk to her family member who gave that to her to find out that her auntie got that to her for her at a thrift store or like a not thrift store, like a flea market or something.
Oh,
So then she
yeah.
refunded it. You know how nobody wants to know their bag is not authentic when you try to sell it. You know, nobody.
Right. One thing that really bothers me about bags when I see them out in the wild is those kind of bad fakes where um and they do it for Coach. This has all my stuff in it. I should have picked up a better empty bag. But anyway, they'll have like fraying strings sticking out all along. Like anywhere that if there's any movement, there's like strings and stuff sticking. I can't stand that. It's like,
This
can you not
is a
see that? At least cut them off or
this is
burn
a
them down.
Fouille
Or
Laton. Fouille Laton. Louis never made this. It might have LVs on it, but this is a Fouille Laton. And nobody who knows anything about Louis will think this is the real thing. Nobody. But if this was made better, maybe. But look at how gaudy that gold hardware is
yeah, it's a
compared to
little.
the
It's
speedy you
not
just showed.
brass.
It's like, what is this fake gold crap? But that's okay. I was upset with this bag because the cherries weren't embroidered because what I wanted was the embroidery, but I had always wanted to put patches on this and do stuff
Yeah.
to this bag so people, nobody, really, unless you don't know Louis Vuitton at all, nobody will think this is a real Louis. But I think that's almost kitschy with Louis Vuitton because it's been copied for so long
That
that
is
I
so
think
kitschy
it's
to
just,
me.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
This is totally like the most kitschy
Um,
Louis Vuitton you've ever
and you
seen. And
know
this is
what I
actually
think of
based on a real thing they made.
because of that
Yeah.
red leather and the blue
Yeah.
denim.
Yeah.
I think of the same thing every time because I had a Raggedy Ann and Andy. And I always think of Raggedy Ann and Andy, the blue and the red. And when I was in elementary school, I loved wearing navy blue with red. I
I
even
do
made
too.
a
I
beaded
still do.
necklace like in the second grade that went
Mhm.
around my neck that was blue and red. I loved blue and red when I was a kid.
Lori, I'm looking forward to doing it. I was hoping to do it today, but y'all, I'm not well. I am not feeling well. I am not well. So
At the
today
beginning
was
back there, that was James bringing her a COVID test.
yeah.
She just
Yes.
took a COVID test.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah.
And why did she take a COVID test? Because
There's a new variant.
yeah, but you also have something to do. Was it tomorrow you got to do that? That thing
Oh
you
yeah,
gotta
I
do?
do have a jury summons, so I have to go, and it's at the main courthouse, and I'm just like, if I am sick, I better make sure I'm not sharing sick, you know? Because last thing I want to do is sit down with a bunch of people. We're already having to go in there to serve jury duty. Nobody wants to get home with, oh, here's the gift of COVID.
So Nimbus was the razor throat, and now Stratus, you go horse first. You get
And I think
laryngitis.
if I have one, it's Stratus because the voice. I woke up, it was last night. As soon as I got home after we got back from San Antonio, I was like, I don't feel great. And then this morning, it's like, I don't want to get out of bed. And I thought out, told Jennifer, don't come over. And then I was like, I'm staying in bed. And I have. I've literally been in bed all day today. Um, and I will go back to bed as soon as this is over. I'll be like, see ya. I did take my medication. That's good. Um, but it's like
And
really sick. Just feels
I pretty much took extra videos off in July, but they will be coming back. I'm here at least once a week to do lives, but I haven't been doing the videos during the week, and they will be coming back. It's been rough, and Matt's dad's been in and out, but mainly in the hospital. And I read his records yesterday, and it's just it's, it's not good. But and I
I
have to
wanted
go.
to tell you what happened to me. Okay, so not to share too much on Matt's dad thing, but when I was in the hospital with my car accident, every time I had to turn on my left side, it hurt a lot. But I was
Yeah,
hit on my left side, right? So that made sense. But I said I didn't understand why it always hurt more on my left than my right. I figured, well, that's the side the car hit. So I'm like, okay. Well, after everything, I had to subpoena my records and I had to get all the records. And I was going through everything, and oh my, I busted out laughing. I was reading through the records, and James is like, what? I had broken ribs on my left side.
but they didn't tell you.
Nobody told us. Nobody told us that
No.
I had broken ribs on the left side of my body because I had so many broken bones. Just one more set of brokenness. Nothing you could do about it. But every time I turned on my left side, it hurt like bloody hell because I was non-weight bearing. So when you're non-weight bearing, I was in a bed for 3 months, right? So I couldn't get out
That
of bed. I
makes
couldn't really
no
sit up.
sense to me as a nurse. I'm like, why would you
I
not
I had to
tell the
I just
patient?
busted. I literally James didn't know. I didn't know. I had said, "Why am I in pain on my left side?" We just went with it because I was hit by a car. Nobody, nobody said you have broken.
Well, I'm sorry about my serious face, but it's just appalling to me because um,
Well, yeah, that's because your
Matt
profession.
Matt is his, you know, power of attorney, and you guys are gonna shit when I tell you this. I mean, they never told us he had a massive heart attack in June. They never told us. So we're like, why isn't he getting better? Why aren't we doing
Yeah,
this? Why aren't we doing that? And I'm just like, something's wrong. So I sat down and read through all of his admissions and and I'm like, am I class two? Yeah, that's interesting. Did not know that. Did not know that.
hmm
So anyway, corporate
for sure.
medicine
Heart attack means part of your
sucks.
heart. Yeah, yeah, it does because again, it was just a note there. Nobody thought to say, "Oh yeah, you have broken ribs." You don't know how many times because it was trauma with me
Mhm.
that James had to tell everybody every time because a lot of hospitalizations people are used to just one issue, maybe two, but I had like a punctured bladder, I had a broken pelvis, I had a broken ribs, I had a broken spine, you know, I had all these things wrong with me on top of being diabetic and obese, and I had a wound. I mean, it was a lot that he had to tell them what to do. because they are not as much. Even though you think a hospital should know all this stuff, and I
You
was
need a
at the
patient. You
county,
need a care
you know,
advocate. You
yeah,
need a care advocate because
yeah,
continuity of care doesn't exist, and
mm-hmm,
you need family
mm-hmm,
members there, and they need to
yeah,
contact Matt. Matt goes down there a
or
lot, and
pay somebody to sit there.
there's somebody
Yeah,
needs to be coordinating everything.
yeah,
And it's just absolutely shocking to me. I looked at his chest X-ray, and I knew there was something wrong, and because of what's going on
yeah.
in his lungs. And then I looked at his meds, and I'm like, oh, he's on a lot of heart meds. I mean, just a lot of heart meds. I wonder how long he's been on these. Don't know. Don't know when they were prescribed. I just know that they're on the daily record and stuff. It's just like, well, the combo is post MI, and I would know that. I'm not a cardiologist. I just knew they were heart meds, but I didn't know the combo that he was taking was post
Yeah.
MI.
Well,
And
and
I
like the
just,
thing, like
it
with
blew my mind. And plus, I'm not a floor nurse, so I would not know those
yeah,
dosages and stuff because I'm OR. So my knowledge of floor meds are not that good.
yeah, it's like, and when you're admitted as a patient, you can sit there and say all you want. They look at you differently because you're medicated. You're a patient. They're not going to take you as seriously as if somebody else is in the room telling them this, and this. So that's why when my dad was in the hospital before his death, we actually paid for a home health person to be there while he was in a skilled nursing facility, while he was doing rehab, because we were like, this is not working. Something is wrong. We need more help than what he's getting. And it was actually that home health nurse when she came into her shift that day, she called us. She said something is wrong with your father, and she was the one who alerted the floor nurse who got him to the hospital, to the ER, where he subsequently passed. But she
So
picked up on it, not the
the
people
problem
working there.
the problem is now that a
Yeah,
decision needs to be made, I think, as to if he's not going to get better, he needs to move over to the SNF and not stay in the
yeah,
hospital. But the problem
yeah.
is, I don't think they can. They're not. It was like, did your mother-in-law end up dying in the hospital?
She did
Yeah,
in the
because
ICU.
the problem is that they can't get him stable enough now. So,
To get out. Yeah. She was the
hi,
same way. She
Marie.
spent an entire month. Well, maybe we should switch back to handbags.
Yeah, let's switch back to handbags now. So anyway, I haven't been making videos because this has been going on since November, and then it's getting really intense, and I'm just worried, and it's just weird. Okay, anyway, so we did the I'm worried about him. So we did the
Okay. So James says negative for
videos.
flu or COVID. It could just be allergies. Woo!
Let's hope so.
Let's hope I don't share with anybody.
Yes. I can't believe you managed to not get Nimbus.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened
when
either. I don't even
James
know
got,
how
when
he got
James
it.
had it.
Well, our friend had it, but we were all together the same day. So he got it and I didn't. What did I order that says, oh, what?
I have some
Oh, okay.
thumbnails coming up. So I've made my thumbnails on videos coming up. This one, as soon as I figure out how to film it, this one's coming up. I revamped my planner system, and then of course I have to do my bag switch. I have to do that before I leave for Miami, so I'll be doing that. And then I showed Jackie these items earlier. This is a leather traveler's notebook that I got from Galen Leather. Very nice. Galen Leather, and then they put my initials on the front. And if you don't know what a traveler's notebook is, it has elastics in it, and you can put different notebooks in it. This is the B6 size, but I want one in A6 size 2. So I have leather and string. So I'll be doing this. So anyway,
I like that.
I thought I would share my thumbnails that haven't
Mhm.
gone up yet. Anyway, so this video is a tag video. And I didn't say that at the end of when we were done with our bags, but I will be tagging people below. But I'm only going to tag like 5. I'm not going to tag everybody I know because I would rather it. I would rather that people have people to tag. Because sometimes I
Yeah.
look at videos and they tag like so many people. You're sitting there trying to make a list so you can figure out who to tag who hasn't been tagged. I'll just keep it simple. I'll just do 5. What's up, Jackie?
Oh, nothing. Just
So you think that cough is allergies
it could be. I don't
or a
know.
cold?
I'll do another rapid test tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. This is day 1. This started
Yeah.
last night, so it just could be too soon um, for it to really show. There has to be a buildup of whatever.
Lori has an announcement that I'm going to put big on the screen. Lori says, you guys like notebooks? I'm doing a gift away for an LV Murakami notebook. Just go to my post and hashtag Murakami. So your
That's so
community
cool.
post, or we just call them posts now, but is it on YouTube or is it on somewhere else?
Instagram.
Insta.
Oh, by the way, Lori had a picture on her Instagram of all her perfumes from Louis Vuitton, and you
Yes.
have all the pretty Murakami bottles, and then you have the lonely, plain, regular ones. And I said, you need to put your Murakami stickers on the other bottles, so they all have a family matching family.
Yes.
Community post, yeah.
Okay.
So how was
Well, I'll do that.
yesterday? I wanted to say we went out to San Antonio to have lunch with my friends. Jenny, Jenny, what? We went to Barnes and Noble, and we sat there for a couple hours after we had lunch and just chatted and talked and planned our next vacation. And, and then my sister got real salty, because my friend Carol's like, Carol, Jackie, I really want to take Stephanie with us one year to go to Disney. I'm like, yeah, we'll go in 2027. And Jennifer was like, well, what if me? I had to wait 5 years. And I'm like, okay, well, it wasn't 5 years, it was 3 years. And I said, Jenny, you cannot go to Disney without your children. I will not let you. She's like, if you
Yes.
want to go to Disney with us, you have to bring your kids, and I'm not a babysitter. So she had to wait till her little one is old enough to go.
He's so
He's
plenty
turning
old. I
6.
went when I was 4.
Well, he's going to be 6. Oh, okay, no. It's
Perfect.
not the 4-year-old. It's my sister running after the 4-year-old. She wanted him to be a little older.
Oh, yeah. Well, of course. Yeah. But we didn't run away. We were
So,
girls.
so
Girls act
she
different.
Yeah, no, Connor. When we would go to the zoo with him when he was 3 and 4 years old, that little boy would just run in the zoo,
Mm.
and he would have a blast hiding from his mom. He would hide behind a plant and laugh and giggle, and Uncle James would run after him because it made Uncle James really nervous. Mom was like, "Let him run."
He would earn one of those little harnesses with the leash on it.
Yeah.
I
So,
ended up doing that for my 2-year-old because she could outrun me. And when she almost made it to traffic before I tackled her, which wasn't fun because it was awful. It was awful. I tackled her just before she ran into oncoming to two-lane road in a place where we live. So I was like, until she minds, which you can't reason with a 1.5, 2-year-old, they just take off. I had to put her on a leash. You know how embarrassing that is?
Okay, so this is another reason why I
I
do
put her
not
on a
hang
leash.
out with the nieces and nephews when they're young. I went to the beach with my sister and her girlfriend, 2 different cars. She and her friend, they both only had their first kiddos, right? So Violet was like 3 years old at the time. And what was her other daughter's name? Samantha. They're both like 3 years old. And the first time at the beach at Corpus Christi, we go to not Corpus exactly, but like Port Aransas or wherever. And we get there, moms are unpacking everything. Samantha's being a behaved child, Jennifer's child, Violet, who is not, and actually not, she's actually a very well-behaved kid, but it's the first time she'd ever seen the beach or the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
So we got out there in the ocean, and the next thing I know, Jenny has her back turned. Little old Violet is running straight for the surf. She's like, "Oh my gosh, what is that?" And I'm running, I am running after Violet, 3-year-old Violet, and I'm about to have a heart
Oh,
attack thinking she's going to get swept away in the ocean because she's
toddlers.
3, and I've never done that again. I've never gone on another beach vacation. I've never done another
You
with, "Hey,
know,
Auntie Jackie." No,
it
no,
wasn't the one
no.
instance that bought her the harness and leash. And they sell those harnesses and leash. You don't use them for long. You use them for like 6 months. But there's just that one. And this kid, man, she could run. And as she got older, she had rollerblades. And we had a Dalmatian. And she was only like, I don't know. Let's see. How old was she? Kindergarten, first grade, 4 or 5. Okay. She would strap on rollerblades and put the leash on our dog, and they would tear through the neighborhood just as fast. I mean, she had so much balance. She would jump curves and it was just amazed me. But the other reason that she ended up with that was we went to the fireworks in downtown Orlando, and she ran away from me, and I lost her for a little while. And that's how she earned it. That's how she earned the harness
Did she
and the
remember
leash.
getting lost?
Oh no, she's far too young. She
Yes.
was like 1.5. She was early verbal, but very early for like running. And she was just and swimming. She dove right into a pool as soon as she could walk. So she was, I have pictures of her. She was like this tall. But she never learned how to swim. She just knew. I never taught her.
You know, Christiana, now that I know more about statistics with water in general and kids, I would never have a pool. Not one that isn't in a completely closed environment that kids can't access, because actually my very first sister, my dad had 5 daughters, right? And the first one,
Drown?
actually, technically, I think he actually had 6 daughters. 6 1 The first child was put up for adoption. This was in the 50s, y'all. And then his first family, he had 3 daughters. The oldest daughter fell into a pool pond thing and drowned at 3, and then he had the 4 of us after that. So yeah, it's scary, it's terrifying because it's so quick. And it's
And they're smarter than monkeys when they're toddlers, but not much. But and the thing of it, toddlers are a nightmare. I'm sorry. Toddlers are nightmares when you're a parent, because I had to put a baby gate in her door with the door closed, and then put a baby gate. Didn't matter. She would jump over that baby gate. And we had to add a chain to our door and do stuff with it. She could figure out how to take up the board, but that you would lay in a sliding glass door and open the balcony door, and it was on the 2nd floor. So there was all kinds of things, and it's just, so I had to put one of those door alarms on the door and on the sliding glass door. It was, toddlers are just a nightmare, but it goes so fast. I mean, you need to do all this stuff to protect them for like, well, I don't know, 6-7 months, and then it's all over. And they understand you.
Yeah. They're like, this is gonna be bad. It's like, I don't know. I was the kid that when we were in Thailand and 7 or 8 years old, we were probably closer to 9, really, 8 or 9 years old. And Jenny and I were, because we were in the 2nd grade, and we had a late class, and then we had a tutoring, because Jennifer and I were both special ed kids. So that tutoring session let out after the last bus had left. There's 3 waves of buses, and so we always had our nannies pick us up. Well, this one time we get out of our tutoring class and there's no nannies to pick us up, and I'm like, I know how to get home. We can go there. Let's get a taxi. Jen's like, what? And this is me. This is Jennifer. But mind you, as we got older, she was the bad one. I was not the bad. I was the. I think I got my all my um sass got squashed in this one experience. So at 9, we're walking down the street in Thailand in our school uniforms that say international school, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're two twins, 9 years old, obviously half Asian, half white, um, leaving an international school, walking down the street and waving at a taxi, a little tuk-tuk, and I'm negotiating with the tuk-tuk driver to say, nope, too much, because you learned that in Thailand you negotiate everything,
Jesus.
right? And she says, and finally, he says, okay, we'll go. So he took us to our apartment complex because I knew where we lived. I could speak Thai, and I knew how to get there visually. I knew all the turns to get there, and we get there. The door guard lets us into the house, into the complex, right? And then I say, Jenny, you wait in here. You wait here. I'm gonna run upstairs to go get the money from the cookie jar from assuming because our house always had someone home. It never occurred to me that nobody might not be there, right? So I run up to the house to run into the kitchen to grab money out of the cookie jar. The maids are up in a tizzy because my nannies were supposed to have gotten us. They were late, and there they were, and there we were, and they're like, "That's my mother gone." Oh my god, it was drama. And then I grabbed the money and I went to pay the tuk tuk driver. And my sister's like, "Be there again," and I'm like, "What are you referring? You did it." And my
And
mom was like,
why?
"What?"
But you never found out why they weren't there to pick you up?
They were just late. They were probably there 5 minutes after we left. Honestly, they had gone there. We weren't there. They were panicking, and we we were like these cute little 9-year-old twins. My mother's like, "You could have."
Yeah.
My mom, the maids are like, "Don't tell your mother." Then, of course, they told my mother. And they said, "Don't tell your father." Of course, my father found out. And man, the lecture I got after that, I will never step foot out of line again. And I never did.
You didn't think you were doing anything wrong.
I was like, it's helping. But hey, good. You know what? The fact that we survived childhood, us in the night, we were the latchkey kids. When we moved to Michigan, my parents divorced. We were 11. Dad would make sure we woke up in the morning. He would go to work. We would have to make sure we got up, dressed, got our food, cereal, whatever, made it to the bus stop, get on the bus, go to school, returned home, let ourselves in, waited till 6 o'clock. Like we
Right.
were left unsupervised most of our young life. And I mean, if dad had to go on TDY, which is on away missions, we got a house sitter, we got another nanny, and we had a nanny for about a year after that just because he needed more help with us as 11, 12 year olds. And then that didn't work out. And then after that, 12, you were like, you're on your own. We would actually fly internationally. I think at
Yep.
13, at 12 and 13, mom would come get us. But after that, dad would put us on the airplane. We would have to travel. And it's not a one leg flight. This is a multiple leg international flight. And I was that person dragging Jenny around from gate to gate to gate. Like, we must find our gate. No, we cannot. I was that person. Like, we're not stopping. And she's like, "Oh, look at that." Like, no. Like, but I'm like, and then this is in the 90s, right? So early 90s. So this boarding passes, it's flipboards, it's going from this gate to that gate to different
Yep.
terminals, and we're supposed to have a person at the air.
A
We
guide.
pay for somebody
Mm-hmm.
at the airline to take us around to make sure we get places. Does that ever happen?
Mm-mm.
9 times out of 10, we never, even though on the manifest it said, "Hey, unaccompanied minor," and that they paid to make sure that we could get to the next whatever, it never worked out that way. We actually got on, got off. They never ever accompanied us anywhere. We found our way to everywhere we needed to go, and we traveled internationally that way for years. So, like, the kids today, like, and I used to be like that kid where mom says, well, go ask the lady at the counter. I'm like, no, but I don't. Because I couldn't read Thai, I'm like, but I don't know what it says. I can't read anything. I can
Right.
barely read English. And she's like, you can speak Thai. Go talk to the auntie at the counter. I'm like, fine. Like, ha ba ha ba kaขอซื้อนี่หน่อย. And they're just like, oh my gosh, who's this cute little kid speaking Thai to me? And mom was smart. Mom got herself free stuff all the time because the cute little half Asian kid went up to the counter to talk to the sales shop lady, and we're like, oh, and they were so enchanted with us speaking Thai to them. They're like, would you like this? We got free stuff everywhere we went. This is why my mom said, go talk to the lady at the counter.
Best way to bargain on cuteness.
Well, also it's because they wanted you to learn how to conduct to if you get lost, go to adult. If you need help, ask for help. If you
Right.
and I think what happened was it is difficult to do. It is scary to do when nobody is comfortable walking up to a stranger and saying, even if it's a shop clerk, if you're a kid, right? Because but that's how you learn. And I think today one of the problems is that we don't like hand your kid $20 and say, go buy lunch and let them learn how to deal with money.
Yeah.
Because they might not know the value of dollars because they don't ever have to experience it. To them, it's a credit card, right? So they don't know that how much it takes to actually buy something. So give them money at the store and teach them about taxes and sales taxes. And yeah, that's $20. And yes, you have $20, but that's more than $20 when you leave.
And also when they get in high school and they start driving, make them a grocery list, give them the card, and send them grocery shopping. Yeah. Like I'm Gen X, so there's tons of stories.
Steph.
Hello,
okay,
Grace.
Steph says, oh my God, my nephew is 9, flying for the first time himself on the 10th. This is freaking me out. Today, airlines are much more accountable for minors than what they were in the 90s.
Yeah.
In the 90s, we could still go up to your gates and meet people, right? There was no TSA. There was no security. Today, they will probably have a manifest and chaperone that kid before he even gets off. They will have talked to him. They will say, when we leave or when we land,
that's
here.
Only if you buy the replacement insurance.
Yeah.
So if they lose your kid, they'll replace
you
it.
You have to pay extra. Well, you have to pay extra as for an unaccompanied minor anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grace says, well, they won't know how to count change anymore. It's a tap. It's a tap purchase. Yeah. Kids cannot count money. No, they can't, because money is a app on your phone now. You don't even need a card. You just have Apple Pay and click.
Don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it. She goes, what do you mean I can replace my kids? Would be nice.
Funny. But yeah, so I'm not saying.
I'd like to turn this one in. It needs a diaper change.
Yeah. And now we're so very, parents are much more conscious of there's a lot more stranger danger. And it's sad though, when you look at the statistics, that actually, yes, stranger dangers exist, but there's more danger with people you actually know.
Yeah.
I think you need to look at the people around you more than the strangers, if you look at the numbers.
Grace. This one's broken.
Yeah.
This one wants to eat all the time.
Look, seriously, Jen and I have talked about it 1,000 times. Like, can you believe what we did growing up? How would you ever do this with your children? She's like, never. My kids would not know how to do this. They would not know. I mean, we could not send her 11-year-old into the corner store to say, hey, go buy me a drink at the counter. She would not know what to do. She really would not know what to do.
Does she send them to summer camp?
No, they don't have summer
camp. They need to do that. They go to summer camp, especially the girl, because you go to summer camp and then you have like money to spend up at the commissary, and you get to know people, and you're by yourself, and you eat, and you're responsible for everything that you do. Speaking of stranger danger, there's Saya.
Yeah, there's a whole thousand reasons why I don't have kids. The majority of it is I'm terrified to be a parent, so I just avoided it completely. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm good. I have a hard enough time taking care of me. I don't need to be responsible for another living human being. No, thank you. It's
Well,
fine. I can't even be trusted with.
we were supposed to take those bags and go down to 5 and then the one, but I
Oh,
think we'll save that for next week if you don't
no,
mind.
no.
You want to do
I
it?
can go down. I can do. Mm,
I know, right?
mm, okay,
You might have to think
this
about
one.
it. You definitely want that one. That's your one. Okay.
Because this one can go everywhere. The totes are too specific. The
Mm-hmm.
totes I use with other bags, but just one bag. If I only had one bag I had to live out of, and it was because this can go to, as I said, the movies, the grocery store, the dinner. It always is appropriate if I had to with the right outfit.
This one's small, but
It
I
could go to a
have to pick
PNC.
this one if I can only keep
Yeah,
one. If I can
yeah.
only keep one, I'm keeping this one. And I'll just have to buy a matchy cheap
Yeah, I could
throwaway
use
bag if I need and I
Trader
can
Joe's tote.
and get a Trader Joe's tote. If this is the only bag.
Yeah. Because that one I can take on an airplane, I can take in a car. The problem with my totes as much is that they are large and they're not
Yeah.
convenient and I don't feel secure carrying a tote only. I carry all of my totes with smaller bags in them so that I have a crossbody and a tote combo because I want my wallet to be on my person in the front of me. And all my totes are really to carry things, you know.
Okay. I'm sorry.
My friend Saya.
Sorry. I've been watching the entire time, but I've been on the fence about making toast. The toast maker hasn't been used in a year, and I'm paranoid about starting a fire. I don't know
I
what kind
had
of
toast for dinner today.
toast maker you have, but if it's a toaster, take it over to the sink and shake it, or the garbage can, and shake it upside down, get all the old crumbs out of it, and open the plate on the bottom and empty all the crumbs out of it, and then use it. You're fine. Well, shit, Winnie, we're getting ready to leave. Should we tag
I'm
Winnie
going
on
to
this
bed.
one? I don't think I can tag Winnie on this one. There's no way she could do this video.
Well, you should show her the
She
bag you're
is.
keeping show her your one and done bag again because it came from her collection.
I'm not gonna tag Winnie on this one because she is way too fickle.
Hey, it just means that your video changes any day she films it, right?
Right.
If I do the same thing. You ask me today, next week I'd change my mind again. Well, no, the
Right.
Bishop Matisse would probably be my um
Yeah,
one
that
and
bag's not going anywhere. So you can see it there above my head.
oh, Winnie, you have a forever bag? Really? Well, okay, so I know okay, so Winnie's forever bags that I know of. It's gonna be her graphite, I think, the speedy graphite bag. She has one Burberry backpack she'll never get rid of. Those are the two bags I know for absolute sure she'll never get rid of. Yeah. I
Okay.
know about that P9. That P9's too new. With Winnie, it has to last more than a year for me to believe that she might keep it. She gets tired of things too fast. You
Okay,
know,
well, I'll
or
tag
that.
Winnie, but she doesn't have to do this. But I'm only going to tag 5, and then it can spread out from there. Lori's here, so I will
Yeah,
tag
the black and white.
her. Who else has a channel?
But the hand's never full if you're keeping that for your kiddo. If your daughter,
The hand's never full, yes.
if Maddie didn't want that bag, you would have sold that bag already.
So Winnie, I'm going to for sure tag. Lori, I'm going to for sure tag. And who else on here has a channel? Saya, if I tag you, are you doing videos? You're not doing videos, are you? I'm not going to tag Christiana because that's cruel. Unless you want me to tag you, Christiana.
Yeah, Christiana, you haven't been doing videos. If
Yes,
I've
she
just been
has.
missing
Just
them.
on a different subject. Grace.
Do you
Grace
guys
needs to be
did you
tagged.
guys
She's on here.
watch do you guys watch Autumn Beckman's coach
And then I'll tag 2
video
other
that
people.
she collabed with Jesse Styles. They did a coach so Jesse did the Hermes bags and Autumn did the coach bags. The very first coach bag, the coach frame bag that Autumn showed, Fluxational has that bag. That bag is phenomenal. It is such a cool bag. It has like a kiss lock, but it's not just a kiss lock top, it's a kiss lock on the side. So it's like a really cool bag. And I was like, Lux, you just showed your bag.
I'm writing in here for Lori. Simply Lady M. I'm going to tag her. She's here. I'm looking for people that have channels. And I don't want to tag too many so that everybody has people to tag. When it's a big long list, it's difficult. And you can do whatever you want with this video. But this is the title. I put it in there. Okay, so it's down there. I'll put it up here on the screen. I am going to tag Winnie, Lori, Grace, Simply Lady M. And I'll pick one other that's going to be a mystery until I tag it. And they'll see it. It'll tag them and they'll see it. Okay. Keeping you up? All right, we're going to call it a night. And Becky has big important things to do tomorrow. This is my tag. If anybody else has done it, then somebody let me know. But I searched. I couldn't find it. But that doesn't mean it hasn't been done. And 10 is generous. And then what we did is we took it down to, out of those 10, if we could only keep one, which one will it be? Anyway. Thank you for joining me, Jackie, in your sick state. I hope you feel better.
I'm going right to bed. I already took my meds, so bye, guys.
And good luck. I hope you don't get a murder trial.
Me too.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night, everybody. We will see you next week.